Welcome and good morning to our Friday Circuit Core class today. We have got a great setup today. We are going to be needing all of our equipment today. So if you've got some dumbbells, a nice array of dumbbells, please go ahead and make sure they're readily available to you so that you can grab them throughout your class. If you have TheraBands, please make sure they're available as well. You can use an open-ended TheraBand. If you have that, that'd be great. And if you also have a loop band, grab one of those as well. All right, we're going to start off today. And of course, make sure you have your water. And the most important, make sure you have a smile. So let's get going. Let's march it out. Just get some movement into the body. Start building a little bit of heat here in our warm up today. Beautiful. So as with any workout that you do, whether with me, whether with someone else, make sure you tune into your body and how you're feeling today. There's never any pressure. Make sure you listen to yourself and to your body today in this moment. Not the one you had yesterday, not the one you might have tomorrow, but the one you got right now. So if you got to make modifications, if you're not sure about what modifications, feel free to reach out. I'm glad to help out as well. If you want to modify and you're familiar with them, make those modifications. Maybe you got to go up a little bit on resistance. Maybe you got to go down on resistance. All right, beautiful. Let's stay here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's land those feet. We're going to karate chop from the hips. We're going to open the feet a little wider, maybe hip distance apart. We're going to go into some side steps. Here we go. One side only. Now, when you're here, I want you to pull up through the belly, lengthen through the spine, pull those shoulder blades back, open up wide through the chest. Now, as we do our side steps here, this isn't a side step with a little momentum here. I really want to balance in and root into that left leg and just extend out through the right. Get a little lateral movement here. Nice job. Fantastic. Beautiful. Stay with me for 10. Then we're going to switch over to the other side in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch it up. Here we go. Bend into that right knee. Make sure you're really rooting through the leg here, keeping yourself nice and safe. Beautiful. All right, you know it's coming. We're going to add some arms into this with a little bit of alternating legs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternating sides. Here we go. Start with the legs. Let's get that tempo. Let's get that rhythm. Then we're going to add a little front reach to a side reach in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Nice job. Now, warm-ups are here to build some heat, to get us connected, to get us here, right? So if your breathing is starting to feel really labored, I want you to tune it down a little bit. Make sure you're listening to your body. We don't want to be bringing that breath to a point where we're unable to say our name here. I want it to be nice and fluid. We're just creating a little bit of movement here through the body and a little bit of heat. Nice job. Stay with me for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's march it out. Nice job. Beautiful. All right, from here, let's continue to march. Let's take a nice big breath in, extend the body long. As you're ready, extend the arms out to a strong T. Reaching here, let's drop the wrists. Let's lift the wrists. Let's drop the wrists. Let's lift the wrists. Point the fingers long. Arm circles, drop the shoulders. A little bit of movement here through the shoulder joint. This is such a great way to get all that synovial fluid working right through the joints, getting everything nice and lubricated here. Good. This feels a little too intense for the shoulders. Take a break and then come back to it. Nice job. Stay here for 5. We're going to switch directions in 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. Beautiful. Pull up those knees, maybe a little bit higher, using that core. Good. Stay here. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, relax those arms. Beautiful, fantastic. Let's set the feet down. Now we're going to go into a little bit of skaters here. So from one side to the other, we're going to offer a little soft hop here. A little bit of impact on the body, really gentle. Also a little opportunity here to pick up the heat in the body. Beautiful. Nice and light on the feet. Beautiful. Now ground it through that foot as you land. Good. Nice job. All right, stay here for 10. I'm going to pick up the tempo just a little to build a little more heat. If you want to take it, grab it. If you want to leave it, leave it. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pick up if you want. That's it. That's it. Working a little balance here. Always great, right? Fantastic. Nice job. Stay with me for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You got it. 2 and 1. Nice job. March it out. Woo. All right. Well done. All right. We're going to take this into a hip extension, arm reach. If you're taking care of your shoulders today, maybe you're not reaching the arm overhead, maybe a little lift, maybe shoulder height. You decide what works best for you. Land your feet, hip distance apart. We're going to start right leg, right arm. Left knee is going to remain bent. Knee behind the toe. Back is long. We're going to add a little bit of balance to this. I always love adding a little bit of balance work to our workouts. Beautiful. Breathing's feeling a little labored from those skaters. Take a couple of deep breaths to the belly. Nice job. Stay here with me for 10. We're going to take this right knee into a balance for about 10 rounds. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Reach it up and then kick it back. Reach it up. Now I want you to focus on that core here, like you're using some core muscles to lift that knee up. Beautiful. Anchor in through that left leg. Try not to rush through these. Keep your gaze forward. Finding that drishti point, that focus point. Good. Stay with me for 3, 2. Nice job. And 1. And march it out. Fantastic. Shake that loose. Well done. Looking great. Nice job. March it out. We're going to move on to that other side. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Land those feet. Left arm, left leg. So when you're here, you want a little drawing in of the tummy to really help stabilize the pelvis, right? Want to be careful we're not arching through the low back as we're lifting, especially if we've got some tight lats. Might kind of make us shift our pelvis slightly forward just in this attempt to kind of reach tall. So just be careful. Beautiful. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's go ahead and take it out and pull it in for 10. 9. Nice and steady. 8. 7. Looking great. 6. Really good. Nice job. Now I'm kind of landing my foot down on the floor just to kind of give me a little bit of balance here. 4. Looking great. 3, 2. You're doing great. And 1. Nice job. March it out. Well done, everyone. Fantastic. All right. Let's go ahead and land those feet and let's get ready for our main set. Now we're going to be running through our set 3 times. Make sure you modify whenever necessary. Make sure you feel safe. You can always DM me if you have a question. All right, we're going to start off with some dumbbell shoulder squats, dumbbell squats. I don't know why I say shoulder squats. Now, this is completely optional. There's 2 options you can do here. You can hold your weights kind of at your shoulders here with your elbows kind of tucked in, and we're going to come into some nice front squats here. Now, if this feels kind of awkward and uncomfortable for your shoulders, feel free to let your arms rest at the side or simply release the weights and don't even use the weights at all. It's entirely up to you. All right, feet maybe a little wider than hip distance apart. Let's get going for our first round in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice. Good, getting a little extra shoulder endurance work here with the weights. Beautiful. Fantastic. Nice and steady pace. Looking great. Fantastic. Beautiful. Excellent. All right, 30 in, 15 to go. You're looking great. Good. 10. Keep it going. Proud of you. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Take those weights, set them off to the side. Well done. Woo! Alrighty, so we're gonna move into some crossbody bicep curls. I'm gonna add a little single leg work in here. So you may wanna switch your weights out for these, depending on what feels good for you for body bicep curls. I'm gonna anchor in through right foot, roll shoulder back, 3, 2, 1, right through the center. Now let's say your balance is feeling a little off today. Feel free to set those feet down, the toes, and just lift the heels. Sometimes that's just the right amount of balance. Good. Stay nice and tall. Little engagement to that core here. Keep that gaze focused ahead. I always usually find something in the room that I can set my attention on, maybe a little speckle on the wall or a little bit of dust or something. That really helps. Good. Nice job. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Relax those legs. Fantastic. Well done. Awesome. Alrighty. Now, we're going to be taking it to a kneeling lunge. Now, for some of us, being in a kneeling position might not be accessible or okay for your knees. So I'm going to offer an alternative option. You could do a high lunge, knee on top of ankle, back leg, maybe at a 45-degree angle. If you've done yoga before, this would be like a warrior one stance. You could do a low lunge if you want to go in a little deeper. That's an option too. If you're comfortable coming down to a kneeling lunge, you'll set that knee down. You're going to get a little hip opener here, and we're going to do some shoulder work here. So 90-degree angle with that shoulder. Got a little hip opener work here going on, and we're going to go into a press. Here we go. Good. Beautiful. Nice job. Good. So I've got my right arm. My left leg is bent forward. Now I'm being very careful here to keep my upper body nice and neutral. So I'm not arching through the low back. If you feel any of that happening, drawing a little bit through the core. Keep that area nice and stable. Beautiful. Nice job. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Set it down. Well done. Let's go ahead. We got the other leg and the other arm. So we're going to switch over to the other side. This time I'm going to take my right foot forward. Again, you could do a high lunge, low lunge, kneeling lunge. You choose what feels best for you. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Beautiful. Getting a little hip extension here too, which is always nice to open up that psoas muscle, that hip flexor, that large hip flexor muscle that runs in the front of our hips. This really helps facilitate most, if not all, movement. Beautiful. Keep going. 15 seconds. You got it. Nice and steady here. Don't forget to breathe. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Rest. Fantastic. Well done. Let's grab a little water. Come up to standing. Nice job. Fantastic. Alrighty. All right. So next we're going to be going into some side lunge work. There are a couple of options for this. Option number 1, wide stance, both feet facing forward, and it's more of a karate chop in through the hips. Knee is always tracking with the 2 big toes. It's really important. Your back is long, abs are pulled in. We're going to reach down, come up through center, switch over to the other side. Option 2, a little external rotation of the hip. You're going to bend into it. Again, still with a very long back up through center, and then over to the other side. Still kicking back those hips. We're really going to be careful not to bring those knees over the toes. So grab your weights. I'm actually going to do feet more forward. Everybody feels a little different with these, so I want you to choose what feels better on your body, okay? Shoulders roll back, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Nice and long. Shoulders are holding that weight. Good. Beautiful. Nice and long. Abs are pulled in. I always look at this as a bit of a dynamic movement because you get a little stretch in there. Feels really good. And also really great strengthening work here. Glutes, quads, hamstrings, back, shoulders holding that weight. Nice job. You got it. Fantastic. 15. Stay with me. You're looking great. Beautiful. All right, last 8. Well done. 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Nice job. Fantastic. Well done. All right, we have 2 more efforts standing, and then we're going to take it down to the floor for our core. So we're going to be doing a crossbody row with our bands. Now, let's say you don't have bands at home. That's no problem. You can always do this with some dumbbells. I like to use the bands because they're just such a great, versatile piece of equipment. Think about taking my kids on vacation next month. I'm like, I'm going to bring my bands with me because they don't weigh anything. So I'm going to cross them into an X here. Again, shoulders are pulled back. We're in that semi-squat position, beginning first from the hips and then bend into the knees. And then we're going to row and then back. Now, it might be tempting to pop through the ribs here. I want you to keep everything in that core nice and stable. Beautiful. Row. Good. Bring those shoulder blades, glide them together, elbows wide, getting those traps and rhomboids nice and strengthened. It's work like this that helps us stay and avoid that rounding through the front upper body. Want to strengthen the front and the back of the body. Keep us nice and tall. Good. 15 seconds. Looking great. Beautiful. Again, you can make this resistance as tight or as loose as you want it, depending on how it feels for you. No pressure. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Fantastic. Well done. Awesome. All right, the last effort we're going to do today is going to be a Romanian deadlift. Now, we're going to do 2 legs. And the heavier you go on weights, the more your glutes and hamstrings have to work. If this is not a back exercise, I say it every time because it's not a muscling through the back here. This is really glutes and hamstrings. So I like to come with my weights kind of facing my thighs. Shoulders are back, feet are facing forward, and even take a look at your feet. Make sure that they're even so you don't have one foot forward of the other. Then we're going to engage in through the core, lengthen back like a table. I'm going to come midway down, back is long. Exhale, use my glutes and my hamstrings to lift myself up. Now, my core nice and engaged here. I'm really going to be careful to focus on the back end of my body here. Get those hamstrings nice and fired up. These ones always just get that part of my body really targeted and fired up. Now, make sure you're also not releasing those shoulders forward. You're pulling the blades back and holding that position so your upper body is nice and supported. Your shoulders aren't pulling down to the ground. Nice job. Beautiful. Just notice if there's any sticking points. Just take a breath here. Great. Nice. 10 seconds left. Looking great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Fantastic, everyone. Well done. All righty. That was our main set. We're going to come down now for a little bit of core. So make sure you have your elastic band nearby. And let's get ready to come down to the floor. Doing great, everyone. Proud of you. All righty. So we're going to start off with a little oblique work. So we're going to take our band, and I'm going to double up my band just so that it's not hanging loose and kind of hitting my face. Band is going to be resting shoulder height, shoulder distance apart. Now you have two choices for this one, and this is really going to depend on your body. Option one is to bend in through the knees, make sure hip to knee is aligned so that if you bring your knees in, you can immediately feel that low back pressing down to the floor. I want you to keep that neutral spine here. Arms are going to extend out, and now I want you to put a little pressure into the band so you get a little bit of those lateral muscles in the arms and shoulders fired up. Now we're going to teeter over to one side. Inhale through center, teeter over to the other side, using those obliques, inhale through center. So this is option one with the legs bent. Option two is to do the same thing with the legs extended. Now here the challenge is not to use those arms to shift side to side to counterbalance. So just working those obliques here. Here we go, 45. And there's a little tipping point, right? You'll feel it potentially. Sometimes I find myself going a little too far, and I'm pulling. My core is engaged. My hips are coming with me. I'm not just letting one hip kind of push down towards the ground. That's really important because your SI joint really doesn't have a lot of crazy mobility. It's there to help stabilize everything. So just be careful that you're using the core to pull up, lift that hip up nice and all in one clean movement here. Beautiful. Good. That's it. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Fantastic. Set your feet down. Well done. All right, now we're going to take our band and we're going to set it underneath our thighs above our knees. And I'm going to take my band. I don't have my loop band today, but if you have a loop band, you can use yours and set it above your knees. I'm going to tie my band nicely so that when I go into my bicycle soon, they won't unconnect. Now here, I'm going to put a little pressure into the outer edges, my lateral side of my legs, use a little bit of those, the band, and then I'm going to set my hands right behind my head. Neutral spine, so your low back is not down to the floor. Your pelvis is nice and flat. We're going to inhale to lift the head, pull the head away from the shoulders, exhale, lift. Inhale back through center, exhale, lift. Now, I tell you guys all the time, make sure you're not tucking your chin in towards your heart here. Remember, your neck is just coming along for the ride. So be careful that you're not pressing down in through the head and using those upper body muscles to facilitate this movement. This is really coming from the rectus abdominis. And make sure your low back is not pressing down and you're not using your glutes here. Nice job. Exhale, lift. Inhale, roll back down. Nice job. Looking great. Nice job, everyone. Beautiful. Got about 10 more seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Fantastic. Well done. Good. Let's keep our hands behind our head, and we're going to do a little chest lift rotation. Option 1 is to keep your feet down. You'll rotate. Use a bit of that band resistance to pull in towards the shoulder and then alternate sides. Option number 2 is to bring the legs up to 90 and we're going to go into those bicycles with that resistance, okay? You choose what option works best for you. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Good. Exhale, rotate, inhale through center, exhale, rotate. Nice job. Looking great. Beautiful. That's it. Nice job. Make sure you peel that shoulder right off the ground. Keep your sacrum from rocking side to side. I want it glued to the ground. Nice job. Beautiful. Proud of you guys. You've got this. Great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 and rest. Woo! Nice job, everyone. Fantastic. All right, let's keep that band exactly where it's at and let's come on to our tummy. Now, you know, I always include a little bit of extension. We don't want to just strengthen the front of our body. We want to make sure the back of our body is nice and strong too. I'm going to give you 2 options today. Option 1, as you know, is the swan dive prep. Elbows are at below the shoulders in that kind of W shape. Feet are maybe hip distance apart. Pubic bone down to the floor, shoulders rolled back, and we're going to inhale to lift, pulling up through the belly, engaging through the glutes, and exhale to lower. That's option 1. Option 2, we're going to go into locust. Palms are going to rest towards the sky, shoulders pull back, gaze down to the floor. Inhale, lift upper body and lower body. You choose what feels best on your body, okay? We're going to go for about 10. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Now, what I'm not looking for you to do is to come into this extension with this idea of trying to lift as high as you can, creating compression in the low back. We're just trying to create some strength of the muscles along the spine here. Make sure your shoulders are rolled back. Same here with your head, just kind of following along for the party here. Good. Keep going for 3 more. Good, and last one. Probably overcounted that one. All right, nice job, fantastic. When you're ready, come down, press your hands onto your top of your head, your forehead on top of your hands, and just let your sacrum rock side to side, loosen up through that area of the body. Nice job. Beautiful. Let's take this into a little counter stretch. Maybe a shell stretch, maybe a child's pose. Still got that band on. Woo. Beautiful. All right, let's finish this up. We're going to finish with a plank. I still have my band on. Going to get a little bit of extra glute work in. So you have 3 options: forearm plank, push-up plank, kneeling plank. It is whatever feels best for your body. So shoulders, elbows, and wrists underneath and stacked. Extend your legs, whatever version works best for you. Here we go. Taking my legs a little wider, get a little bit of that work in the glutes by using the band. Make sure you're pressing your hands into the floor here to get that support through the shoulders. Lift your head. That's it. You're looking, there you go. Good job, Ludia. Beautiful. Stay with me. Think of that well-built house, right? You want everything stacked so you have as much stability as possible. Beautiful. Good. We're almost there. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Set your knees down, press back onto your heels. Well done, everyone. Excellent. All right, ladies, that was our circuit for today. We're going to run through the next 2 rounds with a pretty much an efficient time schedule here. So 45 on, 15-second transition right onto the next exercise. So let's get it going. Grab some water, take a little break, do whatever you need. All right. All right, so we're going back to those rack squats. Again, if you don't want to have them at your shoulders, if that just doesn't feel great, put them at the side of your body. You can even actually hold a weight right at the center of your chest if that feels better. You know, just different combinations, right, to just add a little bit of spice. But again, if it doesn't work, no pressure. All right, wrists are neutral here. So if you are holding your weights here, make sure your wrists are neutral. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go into it. Nice and steady here. Good. Kick back. Use those glutes to lift back up. Back is long. Looking great. Nice job. Watch those feet. Make sure they're not turning out. Just be careful for that. Beautiful. Want to think of everything in your body from toe to head, right? You want everything nice and aligned. Almost there. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Nice job. Fantastic. All right, so this is what I did on that first round. I forgot to switch legs. So we did one full side of our balancing on one side, and I did my right leg. This next round, you're going to do the other leg if you remember which one that was. The last round will alternate. We'll switch halfway through. All right, anchor into that other side. Lift the foot or set the feet down and lift the heel. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Try not to lock into that leading or rooted leg. Don't lock into that knee. Keep a little micro bend there so you're safe. Beautiful. That's it. Beautiful. 15. Excellent. 10 seconds left. You got it. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, everyone. Fantastic. Excellent. Alrighty. So next, we have those kneeling lunges with those shoulder presses. You could choose to take them in a kneeling lunge or a low lunge or a high lunge, whatever feels best for you. You can also take that back leg and just kick it back a little bit so you're not putting too much weight right into that patella. So, or take a blanket and set it underneath the knees. All right, nice and long through the upper body. Bring those elbows to shoulder height. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. So single arm here. One leg, one arm. Yeah. So I've actually got my right arm. There you go. Thanks, Robin. Just give that psoas a little stretch while we're reaching our upper body up nice and tall. Beautiful. Nice job. Looking great. Good. Try to breathe in as you lower. Breathe out as you exhale, as you reach tall on that concentric movement. The effort phase. Woo. Great hip stretch here too. Abs are pulled in. Make sure you take care of that pelvis. Excellent. We're about 10 seconds out. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Relax. Woo. I'm going to switch over to that other side. It's always nice to challenge efforts we've done regularly, but with a different relationship to gravity. This changes it a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I want you to be careful here that your hip bones are facing forward. There is no external rotation in that bottom leg that's kneeling here. Think of 2 headlights forward. Upper body is tall and also facing forward. Beautiful. Looking great. Nice job, ladies. We're almost there. Watch those wrists. Keep them neutral. 10 to go. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Fantastic. Nice job. Alrighty. Next, we're going to take those bands. We're going to do our cross stretch, our cross row. Good. Now, I recognize that not everybody has maybe a long band. If you don't, if you find having 2 bands underneath your foot reduces the length of your band and makes it a little uncomfortable, set one foot out. It'll lengthen out the band, okay? There's options there. Cross it, karate chop from the hips, bend in from the knees, shoulders back, abs pulled in. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, row. Good. Gazes forward. Nice job. Looking great. Nice. Make sure you work at your own tempo here. Looking great. Make sure those abs continue to stay nice and engaged. just to keep everything stable, especially that low back. Sometimes it just, tailbone starts to flare out, back starts to arch. Good. 8, 7, you're looking great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Fantastic job. Excellent. Ha. Bands are amazing. I just love them. Wednesdays, we do a band only class, as Ludia said earlier. When we have electricity, we usually finish off with a stretch, but it's such a great class. All right. So we're going to take this into a forward bend. Make sure you remember, soft through the knees, back is long, shoulders pulled back. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, hamstrings and glutes. Shoulders pull back as you're coming down. Looking great. Good. Abs pull in. Beautiful. Looking great. Now experiment what feels good with you. If you go down too far and it feels like it's too much, I get to a point where I start to feel my hamstrings lengthening and I'm like, all right, that's where I'm going to stop. I try not to force that area of the body or any other area, but hamstring pulls are really no fun. 8 seconds left. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Fantastic. Well done. Excellent. All righty. We're down to the floor already. So we're going to get down, get into our first bit of work here with those TikToks, if you will. All right. Now, if by chance you have a yoga block that you can grab, they're actually quite nice to use. I meant to say that earlier, and when I was doing it, I was like, oh, a yoga block is quite nice because it gives you that inner thigh engagement as well. Just also helps to keep everything kind of stuck together. So if you do have a yoga block, grab it, set it between the knees, and put a little pressure in there to get those inner thigh muscles working, and just kind of do those TikToks there. So shoulder blades are down, spine is neutral. Bring the legs up either to 90 or up to the sky. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Put a little pressure into that bend. Inhale and exhale. Now there's zero momentum with this. This is all you using your obliques. And when you tap into that muscle, those muscles, wow, it is quite an amazing thing. So just breathe in, exhale through center. Put a little pressure into that bend. Try not to let there to be any swaying of the arms here. And that's really kind of the challenge here too. 15 seconds. Beautiful. So proud of you guys. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Woo! Nice job. Fantastic. Alrighty, let's go ahead. Let's wrap those bands. Now, if it was too light last time, maybe go in a little tighter with that resistance. I'm actually going to go in a little tighter. I think it got loose as I was doing it. Great. Maybe not. All right. Nice. Okay. All right. So either feet flat for your crunches with a little pressure on the external, lateral side of the legs, or 90 degrees. Hands behind the head. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Good. Nice job. Looking great. Good. Make sure those knees are tracking above your hips. Low back is not pressing down to the floor here. You want to get all that work right into the rectus abdominis here. A little engagement in that core to keep everything stable. Beautiful. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Set your feet down. Well done. Robin, look like your camera had paused for a moment, but we're good. Okay, awesome. So next one, we can go into our chest lift rotation, either leg lifts and then lowers. Now, if you're like, that doesn't interest me to do that with the leg lifts, you're absolutely welcome just to do chest lifts with rotation and keep those feet flat on the floor. That's an absolutely amazing option as well. That, or we finish up with a bit more of a bicycle movement with the legs. Okay, 3, 2, 1, choose your choice here. Always remind myself that when I go for my workouts, they're my workouts, right? So I'm going to modify and make them work for my body. I remember when I would be teaching in-person yoga classes, and back to that now again as we start to open up our lives again. And I always remind everybody, don't look at the person next to you on their mat. This is your practice. 8, beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Fantastic. Nice job, everyone. Woo! All right, let's make our way onto our stomach for one more little bit of extension and one more plank. Then we're back to the top, and then we're almost at the end. So I like to keep my feet wide. It gives my low back a little bit of space. Whatever feels best for you, you choose. So either your swan dive prep with the arms in a W shape, pubic bone down, inhale to lift. You're using a bit of the pressure of the hands, but I also want you to focus on the back of the body. Or your locust, hands are at the side, shoulders roll back, gaze down. 3, 2, 1, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Just think all about the back muscles here. Try not to strain. Flow with your breath here. Good. I think we got about 4 more left. Macy's gonna kill me because my count is always off. I'm sorry, Macy. Keep going. 2 more. Beautiful. And then rest. Take your hands, stack them, let your forehead rest for a minute. Just shift your body side to side. Loosen up through that back. Relax the shoulders. Good. Then when you're ready, offer a little counter stretch if you want it. Shell stretch or child's pose. Whenever we do work like that, it's always nice to give the back body a nice little bit of dessert after we've done that work. Great. All right, let's do this. Last 45 seconds of planks. You choose your version. If you are doing forearm version, just make sure you genie your arms. Make sure the elbow to shoulder is aligned, okay? All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. If you're doing forearm, a push-up plank, whether you're kneeling or whether you're full length, spread the hands, create that base, press the hands into the floor to keep the shoulders nice and turned on, head stacks along with the rest of the spine. I like to energize through my heels and through my crown, so I can imagine my spine getting a nice little bit of length here. Beautiful. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. 15 seconds. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your knees down. Press back onto your heels. Beautiful. We did it. All right. One more round. Well done, everyone. Let's grab a little water break, and then let's get into the last round for today. At least for this class. I don't know what you got going on for your day today, but for this class, we got one more round. Good. Excellent, everyone. Well done. All right. So our last round for today. anytime I train and we do multiple rounds, which is usually in all of our classes and circuits, I always want you to think about how you can make some changes, whether it's weight, whether it's posture, whether it's focus, whether it's just precision of movement, whether it's concentration, whatever it is you can change. Maybe you want to add on a little bit more, so your last round. Maybe that weight was fine, but you want to focus a little bit more on breathing or your posture. So little things go a long way. All right, here we go. Back to those shoulder. If you want to grab these ones, you can. If you want to let them go, that's okay too. All right, let's get going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Press into those heels, knees behind the toes. Get a little nice engagement through the glutes here as you press back up. You know, I've taught hundreds and hundreds of classes. I can't even count anymore. And sometimes I think to myself, I repeat these things and I'm like, oh my God, they must get so tired of me saying it. But then I have someone that says, you know, Sharon, I've heard you say it a million times, but today it clicked. Today I did something different and it felt different. And you know what? I was like, yep, sometimes we just, certain days, it just clicks. It just like, oh yeah, that's it. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Nice job. Fantastic. And I am one of those people who can hear it a million times and then one time. It's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, this time we're going to do half and half. Half balance on one leg. We're going to continue with those bicep crossbody curls, and then we're going to switch over to the other side. Remember, you can always lift your heel. All right, 3, 2, 1. Balance on one side. Halfway through, we'll switch. Get it completely even here. Balance is always a little different, maybe on one side to the other. It's okay. Good. 7 more seconds. We're going to switch right over to the other side. Try not to change this tempo with your arms. Keep them moving. Let's switch in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Don't lose a beat here. That's it. Nice job. Shoulders square. Beautiful. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yay. Well done. Good job. Excellent. Woo. All right. Last round of those kneeling lunges with the shoulder presses. Beautiful. All right. Here we go. Elbows up. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Try to relax in through that hip. What I don't want you to do ever, you know, I teach a Psoas Release class, and one of the first things I tell everyone is, if you're feeling tight through the hips, the last thing you want to do is force this opening. Always come to it with so much love and care. So if it feels tight, back off a little bit. Don't go forward just to get that extra feeling of stretch here. Remember, it's so intertwined with our nervous system, and all that area of that body is really, just want to just take care of that area. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Fantastic. So if it feels tight, just soften in that area and always come to it with just that, almost that wave, right? That softness of flowing into it. 3, 2, 1, last one. Beautiful. Try to breathe in and breathe out. Elbow kind of rests around the shoulder, chest is open, abs slightly pulled in. Beautiful, everyone. That's it, 20 seconds. Let's do this. Won't have to look at shoulder presses for at least until next week, or at least with me. 10, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice job. Well done. Excellent. Whew. All right. We've got those cross body rows, our RDLs, then we're down to the floor, and then we're almost done. All right. That's just all right. All right, beautiful ladies, let's cross those bands. Let's hinge from the hips. Let's bend it from the knees. Here we go. Shoulders back, nice and tall. Bend in. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Rock on. Feel that strength in the body. You've got this. Beautiful. You know, I was reading Carolyn Myss. She's a mystic, and she's an amazing author. I'm just talking about empowerment and how, I think it was her, gosh, I hope I'm not misquoting here, but physical activity really helps to empower us. Not necessarily just only from a strength standpoint, but just knowing that things are capable, right? And that is totally my mantra with Live Coaching and Fitness, is about empowerment. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And rest is knowing that we can do anything, right? Whether it's physical, whether it's not, we got it. All right. Last set of RDLs for the day. All right. When you're ready, shoulders pull back. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. And I don't know if you read my newsletter. Robin, I'll have to get you on my newsletter, but when we changed the logo over, I wrote a little blurb about why. And I told you in there that I wasn't someone who wasn't a star athlete in school. In fact, I never did group sports. But when I started Live Coaching and Fitness all those years ago, it was always about community, empowerment, and strength physically, strength mentally. And these last rounds, sometimes that's where we got to tune into that, right? We got to get through it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Fantastic. Awesome. And I always say it's those last 10 to 15 seconds where really magic happens. All right. Here we go. We'll bring it down. All right. All right, we're on the last little home stretch here. We're going to be getting into our TikToks, our oblique rotations, and finishing up with our core. And then we're done. All right, whenever you're ready, set yourself up. Try to relax in through the neck. And I want you to take this round to see if you can relax in through the upper body, putting some pressure into the band, but try not to strain through the neck or the jaw. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So you're facilitating this lift from the core. You're facilitating the return back through center from the core. Beautiful. That's it. Beautiful. 10 seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, we did it. Woo. Well done. All right, let's wrap that band around our thighs or use your loop band, whatever feels most comfortable and accessible. If you do take my resistance band class, I do kind of encourage you to get a loop band just because it helps in time, and they're quite handy to have. And over time, when you start tying these open-ended loops, they tend to lock in place. All right, feet are flat, knees are bent. You can stay here for your crunches or your chest lifts, or you can lift your legs. You choose. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. No crunching through the neck here. Let the neck kind of follow along. Anchor that sacrum down. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Got it. Nice and steady. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Well done. Beautiful. All righty. We got 135 seconds left, and then we're done. All right, let's go ahead, finish up with our last bit of oblique rotations. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I say this all the time, just as a reminder. When I do my bicycles, I really don't rush to them. I try to focus on pulling my knees in, utilizing my core. This also helps me stay nice and stable through my pelvis. So I'm not rocking like a boat, and I'm really using my obliques here for this work. So just think about that. Try not to create too much tempo unless you feel really supported and you've been doing them and you feel like everything's where it needs to be. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Beautiful. Excellent job. Alrighty. We're going to flow on to our tummies whenever you're ready. Beautiful. All right. You choose your version of extension, whatever feels best for you. Shoulders pull back in either case. Don't lose that connection between the rhomboids and the traps. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, lower. So it might be tempting to lift the gaze and really cock the neck here. Remember, neck just comes along for the ride. Focus on the back body. Focus on lifting that sternum. Let's say you don't want to lift the legs, but you want to just lift the upper body. That's really fine too, if that feels better for you. Maybe you want to lift the legs and not the upper body. Good. Stay here for 3 more. Got it. Good. Last one. Beautiful. Woo. All right. Set those hands. Stack them. Forehead on the hands. Shake your sacrum side to side. Loosen up. Woo. Beautiful, ladies. Well done. Relax the neck and the shoulders. Good. One more last counter stretch here. Beautiful. All right, team, let's finish up that last 45 seconds. You ready? Lydia's like, heck yeah, let's do this. I know she's smiling. And I didn't forget the planks this time. But I know you would tell me, right? All right. 3, 2, 1. A little backstory there with my dear friend Lydia teaching a class. And I forgot a set, or not a set, but one of the exercises we had to do. And luckily I had Brenda keeping me on target and said, hey, you forgot something. And I could see Lydia in the background laughing like, hoo, I wasn't going to tell you. And I think it was a plank, right? Right, Lydia? I think so. Nice job. You're there. And this is where it is, right? The last 15 seconds, pull through. This is where magic happens. This is when we finish off where we're like, we did this. Come on, 8. Count it out with me, loud and proud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. You did it. Well done. Excellent. So proud of you. All right, ladies, don't rush up. Maybe stay here for another breath or two. We'll slowly make our way to standing, but don't just jump up because we can throw our blood pressure off a little. Make your way up whenever and however it feels good for you, slowly but surely. And we're going to come to a standing position. All right, we did it. Well done. All right, I'm going to take a few minutes to stretch here. By no means is this going to be enough stretching, so I'm going to encourage you to spend a little extra time on your own to do some stretches and get a little bit of those wigglies. If they're in there, let them come out. So standing hip distance apart, let's take our right arm up towards the sky, let the left arm drift down, press down through that right foot, keep everything nice and stable, open it up into a lateral side bend. Beautiful. Inhale, take that right arm, shift it down to the side, left arm lifts, glide down, press down through that left foot. Now stay tall through the spine here. It might be tempting to round forward, but really we're thinking about a lateral bend here. Good. Come back through center. Excellent. Roll the right shoulder back. Go ahead and reach for that right foot, giving yourself a little quad stretch here, pulling up a little bit through the belly. Feel free to press a hand on to a wall or something stable. Beautiful. Release that right foot back. Both feet are facing forward. Inhale, sweep up nice and tall. Imagine you're holding a beautiful orange light and then kick the hips back, forward. Let your hands rest on your upper thigh, giving your hamstring on the left leg a nice little stretch. Back is long, abs are pulled in. Hips are slightly pressed back, but hip bones are still kind of staying nice and neutral here, so we're not rotating. Nice job. Bend into that front knee, release the hands, take that back foot forward. Woo, come back to standing. Roll that left arm back, grab that left foot. I like to energize through my knees. Imagine I'm bringing the knees down to the floor. Really get that quad and the hips open. Beautiful. Release that left foot back, both feet facing forward. Beautiful orange light. Orange because last week in my yoga class that I'm going to teach right after this, come forward. We did the second chakra, the sacral chakra, and it was orange. This week is yellow, Manipura. It's a free class on Friday, so if we want to join in, you're always welcome. Whew. All right, roll up nice and tall. Bring that back foot forward. Beautiful. Woo! Let's inhale, reach up. We're going to turn the palms behind us. Exhale, release the hands behind you. If you either want to imagine you're bringing a ball between your hands or interlace your fingers, whatever feels best, roll the shoulder blades back and down. Little engagement to the core here. Beautiful. Let's release and swim the arms forward, interlace the fingers, press them forward, drop the chin to the chest to lengthen the back of the neck. Beautiful. Lift the chin, release the arms to the side, and let's finish with a nice big inhale and exhale to celebrate our work today. As you're ready, bend into your knees, sweep your arms, take the biggest breath you've taken today, press your palms together. Let's meet at your heart center. And remember, ladies, give yourself a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining me. From my heart to yours, I wish you the most glorious day. Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Bye.